Aloha sisters, Maya Ananda here at Gentle Feather Institute, and I'm just going to get into it because my heart is just very full, very full. It's been a very full day with my hospice work and just a very full day in the universe. And if you're catching this real time, you will know that this morning Roe V Wade was overturned, and I suppose we could see that coming. Steps were laid to allow that to happen, and it has happened. And there's much emotion out there. I've been on my various groups and connecting with sisters, and there's a lot of energy out there. So what to say when there's so much to say? So Yeshe Matthews, who leads the Mount Shasta Goddess Temple, said a very wise thing this morning in our morning devotion. And she mentioned that, as it is when things like this happen, they of course are blessings in disguise. Because as she put it, for the last 50 years, we have been living under this delusion of assuredness of our rights. I'm going to pause there, just allow that to sink in for a moment, because, see, here's the thing. No one out there, no one, my sisters, can impose upon you a belief about what you do with this. No one. And my whole reason for being, my whole reason for incarnating at this time in this space is to connect women, reconnect them to their heart space, reconnect them to their own intuition, and allow them to connect to that womb energy and know that they are a sovereign being, know that they stand true in their ultimate power as female, as woman, as a being of light at this time in this space. And there's no one that can tell you otherwise. No one. Each of us has unlimited power within us. Unlimited. But we have been told over and over and over that this isn't the case. Right? That isn't the case. We have been pulled away from each other, from the sacred union that is sister and sister, pulled away from trusting ourselves, shoved into our headspace and made to disconnect, made to distrust everything that is inherently woman. And my work through Gentle Feather and all of the different layers throughout my life is about that simple fact of reconnection. Of bringing women home, home to yourself, home to your heart, home to that unbreakable trust of your own wisdom and your journey. You see, we have this beautiful thing here called a body, yes, an energy field, and it is your guidance system, and it gives you clues constantly about if you're on the right path, if you're not on the right path, if you are making choices that are in your best interest. And we have come, because have been pulled apart, come to distrust those, or to ignore them, or to shove them away. So again, my work is to bring you back, my work and the work of many, many others, to bring you back to that space of completion, of knowing, of stillness, of connection. So I would say to you, those of you whose buttons are pushed, really sit with it for a moment, because what we don't want to do is be pulled down into a space of further mistrust, further fear, pointing fingers this way and that. The time for that is finished. It's just finished. I know myself and many of my sisters are feeling this insane urgency right now to just get our work on. I am feeling it just 24/7. I just tried to have just a little mental break, and they were like, you need to get going. because the time is finished. There just is not any more time to sit and be in the space of doubt, of mistrust, of misalignment with our self, our connection with Source. We are, each of you sisters, beings of light, of infinite power of creation. Infinite power of creation. We are, and the symbol, not my symbol, didn't create it, been around, we are the portal into this life. We are the portal. There is nothing that comes into this world, no humanoid that does not come through woman. We are here to birth, and we are here to create. So many moons ago in temple, when I sat with other sisters, we talked about anger. And there's two faces of anger. There's the anger that eats and destroys and, eats away at you. It really thrusts you down into that chaotic state. And then there's anger that fuels you. Then there's anger, righteous anger, that puts you on a new path, that energizes you, that motivates you, that inspires you to do what you're meant to do. So many of you out there know within your heart that you are here for a reason. You know what your purpose is. You know what your calling is. If you need some help, some permission, I'm giving you permission. Go for it. No more pussyfooting around. Go for it. And that includes myself. I was looking at my journals, and it's been over 10 years that I have been writing about. At first it was Avalon come out of the mists, and it has had many names and incarnations. Right now, what I've sat with is calling it the Happy Heart Sanctuary. Because it's time that we knew true bliss, true peace, through happiness in our hearts again. That has been my mantra for so many years. In this space that I've envisioned, that I have lit candles for, that I've said prayers for, that I have filled literally journals on, is a space of gathering, a space of healing, a space of nurture for women and their children. It is a space, yes, to heal, but it's a space to learn a new way. A space to learn a new way of living, new tools. Reconnection to Mother Earth, to Gaia, to your own voice, which we have been told, so many of us, to shush, to be still. So many different ways it's been expressed. And now is the time to connect deep within you, within your womb energy, within your solar plexus, and just sit with what it is you want to say. So this space that I have been writing about, the Happy Heart Sanctuary, which after when my husband passed, became fueled even more to create this space again of nurture and love and compassion, of healing for women and their children, a sacred space to honor the divine feminine, and where women can connect with that energy of the divine feminine. I wrote about it. Now's time. Now's the time to birth this. I have been called here to this island, the big island of Hawaii. It was not logical. I came here. There was many that said, you're nuts. But I knew in my heart that this is where I was meant to go. I was called here by Goddess, called here by Pele, and it was for this reason. For this reason, to birth this space. Because now more than ever, women need to gather. We need a safe space to support each other. Enough of this bickering and pointing fingers. Enough of this just meanness, pitting against each other. We are sisters, mothers, daughters, grandmothers, all of us connected. So in this space, it is a safe space to honor the sacred, to honor the divine feminine, and to uncover who you truly are. To guide your children without devices, without the noise of the outside world. There is nothing good that comes through that noise, nothing. And I would encourage you in these next days to really filter what you want to absorb into your energy field and what you don't. Okay? Let's not allow ourselves to be pulled down. If ever there was a time to raise our vibrations and sit in a space of love, it is now. And that is an inherent principle of the Happy Heart Sanctuary. It's learning how to raise your vibration, learning about vibration, and sitting in that space of love. That is the healing power. That is our power of children of God, Goddess, Source. Pick your name. That is why we're here. To be in a space of infinite love, infinite abundance. So that is my mission, is to create this space now. And I've just birthed a Facebook group, which will do for now. Not saying I'm a fan of Facebook by any means, but it's what I'm feeling right now can at least get the word and get people together. Because what I will need, sisters, is support. This is a big vision, and I am not getting bogged down in details. And whoever else has a big vision, do not get bogged down in the big details. It'll never happen. But I will need support, energy, and other resources, and just love to birth this space. But again, that is why I'm here. And this space is not for my best interest. It's not for my glory. It is for the good of all. And everything we do now should have that energy, a reciprocal energy about giving back. It is the flow. It is the cycle of life. It is the circle and flow of time. It is the give and take, the yin and yang. It cannot be just one-sided. Those out there that think that hoarding everything for their own glory, that time has passed. It is a give and it is a take of receiving and offering from that space of love and compassion. And that is how this space will be birthed, through that space of love, compassion. So much more I could say and will be saying over the next couple of days. What I'd ask of you is, send some love to our YouTube channel, subscribe. There'll be lots more of this information. And what I'd ask is that you send this message to another woman. Send this message to another woman out there, and that woman I ask to send it to another woman. Let's put good out into the world. Let's share love. Let's not share the noise. We know what's going on out there. We know. There's no need to dwell in it, because then it chips away at your energy field and it just brings you down. So let's share love. Let's share this higher vibration, and let's connect. I'm Maya Ananda, Gentle Feather Institute, birthing the Happy Heart Sanctuary, from my heart to your heart. We are one. Blessings.